and welcome to episode 22 of Boy Meets World, the podcast that covers Boy Meets World. We are at the final episode of season 1, titled I Dream of Feeny.
Interesting new open.
Thank you.
Way to go.
Yeah, off the cuff there, because I kind of had a brain fart. I was like, kind of frozen.
How do I usually open this?
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done this since last week.
It's been so long.
Yeah. So this episode opens up with Cory and Sean trying to make a protein shake in the blender.
Wait, who is sitting across from the table from you, as always?
Oh, well, I figured that's what I was forgetting.
Yeah.
You.
Hey, it's me. Hi.
The co-host of the show.
How you doing?
Well, actually, we're both equal footing. I feel like if you say co-host, it makes someone inferior to the other one, but really we are equal.
Well, not if we both call each other co-host, right? Then.
Okay, sure. Like co-captains?
Yeah.
We are the co-captains of this podcast.
Yeah.
Sitting across the table from me is Steven, as always.
Hey.
Probably forever.
Yeah.
Until you get something better going on.
Here's hoping. Episode 22, season 1 finale.
Yeah.
It's been a trip.
I thought you were going to say it's been fun, but nope. Been a wild ride.
Indeed.
I have enjoyed myself actually doing this.
Oh, good. Yeah. I'm glad.
I know it, probably a little too much as the enthusiasm and the personality bleeds through onto the recordings, but...
Or it doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Either way. Open up episode 22, I Dream of Feeny, for us.
Yeah. So Sean and Cory are sitting in the kitchen, standing. They've got a banana and a bunch of other things we don't know what they are in the blender. Like the banana isn't even peeled. Like they just dunked it in there.
Some eggs, I think.
They're putting eggs in it now. Yeah. And they're not sure about eating raw eggs, or Cory's the one like, I don't know, Sean, they're raw. And Sean goes, well, Cory, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but Stallone eats raw eggs. Cory goes, Stallone is 5'2".
Yeah.
Cory, you're 2'5". We'll throw some raw eggs in that blender.
It's like the opposite.
Yeah. That's funny. Clever.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So, then they turn the blender on. It goes everywhere. Amy comes home. Walks right back out of the house after seeing the mess. I don't even think they clean it up. They just go straight to studying for the geography test that they have in this episode.
I don't know if they're studying.
Well, they're trying.
Yeah.
I did learn that the capital of North Dakota is Biff.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yep. I don't even think that's true. I just learned it from this episode.
Okay. So, well, save that for the lesson later on.
Okay.
Jeez. Jumping ahead here.
I am.
Who's tapping? Me or you?
That's me.
Okay.
Is it coming through on your headphones?
Yeah.
You were tapping last week. It's not fair. You shouldn't get on to me. I didn't say anything to you.
Sorry. Well, I was kind of moving around. I was like, am I doing that?
No. But
interesting.
They're not studying, but they have the books in front of them. They look outside.
Mm-hmm.
And Feeny's putting up like this duck that flaps in the wind sort of thing on a stick.
Yep. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Very accurate description, Kyle. Excellent. I can see it in my mind's eye right here.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just like, can't he just take a sick day at least once? They get paid for being sick. That's what Sean heard from Minkus. They get, a week of sick leave a year.
I think Cory heard it, but...
No, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, one of them heard it.
Between the two of us, we'll get something right.
Something
maybe.
Right, obviously. Hopefully. And
before that, I believe they were discussing how they wanted to probably maybe fake sick to get out of this test, but we're always doing that. Why can't he get sick? So
we don't have to work as hard.
Yeah.
He needs to pull his weight.
Yeah. You got it.
So.
But he's never taken a paid sick day in his career.
No, not since World War I.
No. That's how long he's been working, I guess. Or how long he's been going to school. I don't know.
Did you ever long for substitute teachers in school?
Maybe not to the extreme as Cory and Sean here. But if I happen to show up and some random walked in that wasn't a familiar teacher, I wouldn't be upset. No.
I would pray for it.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes multiple nights in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
For a particular day, or you just need a break?
I didn't want them to come back. I just wanted it to be movies, talk amongst yourselves, look at your books, be quiet.
Yeah.
For the rest of my school career.
Take a nap.
Take a nap, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm only here for the day, every day.
Yeah.
So
sometimes subs kind of backfired on you, though.
Oh, they did, yeah. I'll get to that here in a minute because I have it listed as a note.
Okay, you're gonna wait until we actually get to the sub.
Yeah. But yeah, they do backfire. Sometimes you get someone that's a little more gung ho and trying to get that full time spot. So.
Yeah, you could have Mr. Bowman as your regular teacher, and then you get like a real teacher.
Oh gosh, Bowmanator.
Oh. And I'm gonna put him over. May he rest in peace, Mr. Estep.
Yeah.
Best sub ever.
He was awesome. He's my number 2 though. Not to speak ill of the dead.
Who's your number 1?
Well, let's talk about Estep first.
Okay.
Because how great was he?
He was
unintentionally great.
He was great.
Yeah.
He didn't
do anything.
Let's just say he didn't give a fuck what was happening in that classroom.
He was a cranky old man, though. He's like, just be quiet. We won't do anything.
He just read his paper and sipped his coffee that may or may not been rumored that he had a little extra in there, if you know what I'm saying.
The rumor I heard was that was the same paper every time he subbed, and it was just a front so he could drink on the job.
I hope so.
Yeah. I remember if our class would get too rowdy, he would get up and attempt to discipline the class, but all you had to do is bring up something he was interested in, and he'd go right into that and sit back down.
Do you remember any of his interests?
Black Sabbath.
Okay, I wanted to say it was like a band or something, but I couldn't remember.
I think I used it one time, too, to just kind of derail us getting in trouble. I was just like, didn't you go see Black Sabbath once? He's like, yeah, I saw him live.
Yeah, man, fucking Sweet Leaf, man.
It was awesome.
Into the Void, right?
Yeah. Bon up. Y'all get back and be quiet. And he's over there tapping his foot to, Iron Man. But, yeah, he was just like, just as long as you're quiet and stay out of my way, I'll stay out of your way.
Yeah. And that's all you want.
Yeah.
That's all anybody wants, right?
Yeah.
And your number 1 was?
Mr. Drury. Did you ever have him?
Tell me more.
He had like gray hair. He's kind of heavy set. Had a goatee. Like super chill.
Maybe.
He seemed like the type that would be a big Grateful Dead fan.
Okay.
He's always just super calm and cool. Let me put a kid in a trash can once. Didn't even get in trouble.
Was he like into it though?
Yeah, kind of. He's like, don't put him in that way, you'll hurt him.
Well, who was the kid? We name names here. Come on.
Oh, man, I can't remember the kid's name. I think his name might have been Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billy Gunn?
No. You see, that kid these days, that trash can really did a number on him. He's looking like 50 years old and roided out. But, wow. But, yeah, he was just nonchalant. He's like, you all ever go to Long John Silver's and get the malt vinegar? That's how he talks.
Well, to answer your question, I do. It's like a highlight for me.
Yeah.
In life.
Subs.
No, the malt vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how often are you actually using it? You only ever get it when you go to like a fish place, right?
I've seen you eat it. It's disgusting.
It's fantastic.
You make a pool in your little fish bowl.
Fuck yeah.
And you're just like licking it up with your fingers like I would buffalo sauce.
I don't know if I go that far, but
you got pretty close. The only thing separating your fingers from that sauce directly
maybe you can put a straw in it.
Like the crumbs of the beer battered fish, and you're just like,
okay. Well, it's good.
It's just you get away with it at a fast food restaurant because a busboy doesn't come over and take the plate away from you in disgust. Like he did me.
Or waiting patiently as you could.
He wasn't waiting. He was just like, oh my fucking God, really? But, yeah, longing for subs, definitely.
Oh, what about, did you ever have the lady that seemed like super high? Like a super, hippie-ish lady?
Oh my gosh, what's her name?
I don't remember, but she had kind of like a curly mullet looking style haircut, glasses, older, but she was awesome.
I don't remember her.
I remember we were watching like Fern Gully, and she was just like, "Whoa, man! Like, look at this."
You know, she's tripping balls over there watching it.
Yeah,
on
awesome.
acid.
She was cool.
Maybe school wasn't so bad.
I mean, I liked
back
it.
on it.
I liked it. I know you look at it differently, or at least high school era.
High school, middle school, elementary school. I hated all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you hated your whole run.
Yeah. I was like, I can learn all this on my own. I don't need you. Just give me a book. Thank you.
Need them to give you the book, though.
Yeah. They wouldn't give me the book, though. They were like, just come to class.
All right, fair enough. All right, where are we at? Back to the show.
Yeah, they were wanting Feeny to take...
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're derailing. You know, this is only supposed to be a recap of the show. You know, you don't even really have to listen to it. Just watch the show.
Yeah.
That's all we do. We just recap the show. No
Don't
personality.
even listen, but if you're not going to listen, you can still leave a 5-star review over on iTunes if you want to.
Yeah. We're cool with dishonesty. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But they come into class, and they're dreading their geography exam. Well, Feeny's out.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Oh, shit.
We get a, what's her name?
Karen.
Karen.
I don't remember her proper teacher name. I just remembered the later scene where he just calls her Karen.
We'll call her Karen for the sake of this episode. She comes in, and she wants...
I think it's going to be the only episode we talk about her. For the sake of this episode.
Stop spoiling the show. But she comes in, and Minkus is about ready. She wants to be filled in by the students, like, hey, what are you guys doing today?
Well,
we're about to take a geography exam. And then Sean comes up, puts his hand over his mouth, and is like, no, we were about to do poetry. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, I'm paraphrasing, of course.
We're taking a break from geography.
Yeah, we're geography break.
Yeah. We're
going to do poetry. It doesn't have to rhyme.
Very short, maybe 2 or 3 lines or something.
Well, this backfires because Karen's major in college was...
epic fucking poetry.
You know what epic fucking poetry is? An epic poem is?
What's that?
Beowulf.
I've never read it.
It's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cory kind of seemed to not enjoy it, and I'm just going to take his word for it.
Which is weird, because, like, the way he wanted to spice up Hamlet and stuff.
Oh, he's into epic fantasy, and you think he would enjoy this, because that's what that is? I'm just taking a guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's violence, there's action.
And I know he's a big X-Men fan.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the story is, like, this guy builds this meat hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then people quit staying there, or everyone gets slaughtered by this
meat hall.
Mead, like
mead hall,
like a drinking hall. It's like a Norse thing.
I was wondering what a meat hall was.
Yeah, meat hall sounds amazing.
I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah. Grendel comes in there and slaughters everyone.
Oh my!
So Beowulf comes, slays Grendel.
Mm-hmm.
He then has to contend with Grendel's mother, who lives at the bottom of the lake. Slays her. Beowulf goes on to become king. Big legend. And then as he's getting on in years, he has to slay a dragon. Big fantasy.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And you just listened to the pilot episode of Boar Meets Beowulf.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Get ready for that coming next year.
Yeah. That's actually a paid for podcast, though. You have to purchase it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll post the PayPal on Twitter at Boar Meets World. You can check it out.
Yeah, just a side note, I don't even think we should record it because no one's going to pay for it. But we'll put it up there. But yeah.
Somebody might accidentally send money. It'd be fine.
So we've done substitute teachers. You know, just careful what you wish for, people, because you just might get it.
Yeah.
What are some things like you had wished for, and when you got them, you're like, holy crap, I can't believe I wished for this. I shouldn't have wished for this.
Fuck, nothing, man.
Nothing?
Nothing's ever panned out for me. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, that's the point of the thing. Like, you get it, and it's not what you expect. It's actually quite the opposite. It's awful.
Oh, yeah. It was the opposite. Nothing.
Oh.
You know, I hope for something and just nothing happened.
I really thought you were about to burn me really good with like,
really?
Well, I wanted to do a Boy Meets World podcast and have it be the most awesome thing I've ever done.
Mm-hmm. But
But now I'm doing a Boy Meets World podcast.
But here,
Yeah.
I'm in a room with you.
Yeah.
Talking about Beowulf.
Careful what you wish for, Steven.
No, come on. We're the best Boy Meets World podcast on the fucking planet.
Ever.
Okay?
Ever. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
I don't condone that saying because that wrestler is awful. But it is accurate when you're talking about this podcast.
We're not going to talk about your opinion on Bret the Hitman Hart because that's subjective.
Shit, man.
Shh.
Sorry.
So the next scene, right, is Cory's at home, and Amy's.
Well,
Am I missing something?
we're going to go to the lunchroom.
Okay, yeah, because Cory thinks he's the reason why Feeny is sick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's talking about, man, I fucking did it.
Yeah. I'm like an
I dreamed
X-Man.
this shit up. My dad's the devil, and he helped me do this. I was trying to give you a little leeway there, but
we're not quite there yet.
all right.
Yeah.
But of course, Sean is like, dude, nah, can't just wish shit and it happens.
Yeah.
And I would be like, yeah, you're right, Sean, because nothing's ever happened for me.
Yeah, but Topanga is like, the force of will is the most powerful thing in existence.
Well, the power of the mind, it definitely should not be taken lightly.
No.
And Minkus comes up. Of course, Sean instantly tries to hit him with an insult.
Yeah. He's not feeling it.
That's their, I guess you would call it a friendship. I don't know.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's a friendship, right?
Yeah.
Just burying each other.
Sure.
It's just how it works.
I see it as bullying, but whatever. Maybe it's because I've been on the receiving end most of my life. But,
he's just not into it.
Yeah.
Because he's more worried about Feeny. It turns out Mr. Feeny is in the hospital.
yeah.
And now Sean is afraid of Cory's quote-unquote power.
Yeah.
And Topanga then warns him to expect some karmic retribution.
Because what goes around comes around.
Or what goes around and around.
No, I'm not going to sing it.
What?
That song.
Sing it.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you believe in karma?
Sure. Do good things happen. I have a list that I'm trying to get through. My name is Earl.
Oh. I forgot all about that show. Or your intense love of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But, so Cory's sitting at home.
Coming fall 2019 to iTunes. My name is Boar.
My name is Bor. Oh my gosh. Spin-off. But we're at home, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go back home. And we're gonna have some dreams. No, not even dreams yet. It's Cory talking to
Amy and Alan
as Amy is
writing a get well card. for
get well
Amy.
card. Yes, and I guess is very bad at cursive. I'm assuming was the joke they were
Because
working
nobody
on
can
there.
read it. Something about baloney and
Yeah,
something else.
like dear bubble.
Yeah.
Something love. I can't remember what it was.
Boom boom.
But-
I don't know.
It's not. Is her name Boom Boom or?
Yeah, she's Boom Boom and he's Pooh Bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cursive is not Boom Boom's strong suit. Neither is poetry, I believe.
No. She's all about that real estate.
And so this leads to Cory questioning. You think somebody can get better just because you want them to, and you give them the card, whatever. And then he's like, okay, does the opposite work? If you wish for someone to get sick, would that happen? And then Alan says...
No, that's like voodoo or something like that. What does he actually say? I don't remember.
Well, that's how voodoo works or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's how voodoo works. How would he know what voodoo? Voodoo.
How
would he
the
know?
fuck do you know what voodoo is?
I'm on one today.
That was my note, though. Alan seems to know a lot about voodoo.
Yeah, knowledge of voodoo. Drinking coffee out of a glass mug. Seemingly not being tired after working 12 hours, able to paint a fence, building a putt-putt course in a record amount of time, sowing discord in malls against ethnic people. Just further proof, making the case more concrete.
And the case is?
Alan's the devil.
Ah.
Yeah.
He did throw it out like, yeah, that's what voodoo is. Like,
yeah, I bet you he could make someone sick just by thinking
like
about
obviously, like because I know
He's
a
like,
lot about this shit.
It's been around thousands of years. I know. I invented it.
I've been right there with it.
I wrote the book, son.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my other thing. Cory's half devil, because he can make people sick. Yep.
Okay.
Just by being in their vicinity. Every time he's around Feeny, it's like Feeny looks like he's ate some rat poison or something. He looks like he's about to kill over.
Really? You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Wow. I never picked up on that one.
Yeah. All season long. Looks like he has a headache, feverish. I've noticed a shake here and there. Maybe a twitch when Cory's
I'm
around.
not sure how accurate or true any of this is.
Basically, Cory is able to spread pestilence anywhere he wants to go.
Wow. So this leads to...
Why do you think you never see him attend a baseball game?
Who?
On the show? Cory. He's always watching it at home. He's always watching sports at home.
Yeah.
Never at a game.
Yeah.
Because Alan can't risk the world finding out.
And there was that time that he was supposed to go to a baseball game, but it didn't happen.
Exactly. Because Alan overworked, right? At a meeting.
Eric had a date that he took instead.
That's
or that
right.
was his plan, yeah.
Because Eric is onto it too. Firstborn, Alan was going to get ahead of this shit. Be like, Eric, you might develop some powers. Just telling you up front, Daddy's the devil. Chill, it's all good. We're still a normal Pennsylvania family.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out Cory is the one that is half devil. But Eric knows, so he has to keep Cory away from a greater, amount of people. Keep them from all getting sick.
Well, that's a theory. Anyway.
I was just going to see how far I could, bullshit this.
Too far. Now we're seeing back in classroom with Karen.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on and on about Beowulf.
Yep. First 1,600 words of the epic poem that is Beowulf.
That's right. This is when Cory begins to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I'm sick of the shit.
Yep.
We don't need this. We don't need geography. We don't need math.
No, we need you to make us some cupcakes.
Exactly. Never going to need any of this shit my entire life. What's the point? Get to the kitchen, woman.
Yeah.
And
get your ass in there and make me some food, woman.
And out of nowhere, maybe onto something with this devil thing.
Yeah.
She's like, you're right.
Yeah. I almost wasted my whole life.
Yeah. I almost became Mr. Feeny.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cory Matthews.
Yeah. Just whispering.
Here's some cupcakes.
Manipulation. Yeah.
And then we see Mr. Feeny chilling in the back of the class.
Yep.
I was waiting on you to jump in, but you got nothing?
He killed him.
Yeah. Turns out it's not Mr. Feeny.
It's his ghost.
He's a ghost now. It's kind of a tragic end to the season. I didn't really see this coming.
I did.
Really?
Yeah, looking back on it now. I did.
Looking back on it now, I did see it. Yeah.
If I could go back, I'd point to, right. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. See? Trying to keep me from getting the word out. I can point to episode 1 and tell you that this boy is going to kill this man.
Okay. It's only going to take 22 episodes.
22 episodes.
He's done.
Yep.
I don't know what we're going to do the rest of the series. Honestly.
Well, we get, what's his name? Motorcycle guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, his twin brother comes in. I forgot.
Yeah. Feeny number 2.
Mr. Weenie.
Mr. Weenie. But let's get back to...
That's a future callback.
Well, oh, wow. It's a callback in the future.
That's a flash forward for you Lost fans.
Oh, God. Don't bring that shitty show up.
Oh, wow.
But anyways, Cory wakes up from his dream.
Yeah.
And looks over to tell Eric about it.
But he doesn't wake up from his dream. He's still in the motherfucker.
Yeah. Swerve.
Inception.
Yeah. M. Night Shyamalan is fucking jealous right now. Because he looks over and he sees Feeny sitting in Eric's bed reading.
Mm-hmm. What's he doing? What's he reading?
Oh, he's just brushing up on the dictionary.
No big thing.
Yeah. He does it all the time.
Just memorizing the dictionary is all.
But obviously not enough, because when he shuts it, dust comes out of it. Like dust will come out of a grave, because Cory killed Feeny.
Yeah, how did you take the dust in the dictionary thing? Like, what did you think that was supposed to mean?
Just ancient, old, past, history, death. That.
You got a real answer for me? Or?
That, yeah.
I don't understand it.
No, that is legit my real answer.
Okay.
What did you think of it?
I didn't know if it was like, that's Cory's dictionary, so it's so dusty because he never used it.
That's why it's so dusty. You have to clean off each page before you can read anything.
That was my theory. I don't know. Or it's like, hey, it's Mr. Feeney's, and he's really fucking old.
Yeah, like that dictionary.
Yeah.
Like he hung out with Webster while he wrote that dictionary. Because he's old.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, so then we see... what did we see?
Cory, after having 2 traumatic dreams in one night, decides to stay up and make a pot of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Alan comes down in the morning, fresh as a daisy, because, you know, the devil doesn't sleep.
Actually, was it right before this where Cory was kind of praying for Feeny, and he was like, give me a sign that he's going to be okay? And then we see that duck thing
the duck
just fall over.
Flapping his wings in the wind on a stick, falls over.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Anywho, yeah, we see Cory. He's just in a fucking daze, pounding coffee.
Yeah.
Alan comes down. I don't know what time this would be. 6 in the morning or something?
I'm assuming so. If Alan's got to be at the grocery store at 7.
Okay. Do you know that for a fact?
Shh. No.
Okay.
I don't. I'm just spitballing here. But anyways, Cory offers his dad coffee. And Alan drinks his coffee out of a mug.
Mm-hmm.
This time. Yeah. Which makes me think that the whole house is in on Alan being the devil, except for Cory and Morgan. Because they're too young to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Cory is aware or isn't aware that he is half devil?
He's not aware.
Okay.
That's why he's shocked that he was able to make Feeny so sick.
Ah, that's actually worked out. Yeah. I see.
That he ruined Feeny's appendix.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Alan said to Cory?
What did he say to him? Like it's a manipulation of your guilt or something like that that's causing you to hallucinate?
Manifestation, maybe?
Manifestation, yes.
Something. Then Feeny shows up inside the coffee.
In the coffee.
And then Cory says, that's not you, blah, blah, blah. He uses the same line Alan says, manifestation of my guilt or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this one popped me pretty good when Feeny was like, that's a big word for someone who can barely spell cat.
It was good. And I liked how all the Feenies started popping up all over the kitchen. And
this was a very, I don't know, surreal and dark and just weird episode.
Yeah, it looks like they had to blow the rest of the budget this season for the CGI and stuff.
I mean, like that time Feeny walked through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clean effects right there. Yeah, say look good for 1993.
They were like, guys, we've got all this money left over from starting the show. Let's blow it right now. We just got signed for a second season. We know the money's coming.
That's right. Fuck it.
Let's go big.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
And would you say this is maybe the weirdest episode of the season?
It definitely had the most like out of this world stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say maybe that was a thing.
A thing?
Like a preview, things to come, perhaps.
Really?
Because it kind of gets weird.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't spoil it for me.
Okay. I don't want to spoil this. How old is this fucking show? 25 years ago or
25
something?
years old.
Yeah.
There are people walking this earth who have never experienced Boy Meets World.
How sad for them.
Yep.
Anyways, Cory, he's going to go visit Mr. Feeny in the hospital.
Yep.
To make sure he didn't die. Guess what?
He didn't.
He didn't die.
No. He's just reading.
He's got a gift for Mr. Feeny. What is it?
Geranium.
Mm.
But he first calls it germanium,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually used as, what did he say it was used as? I forgot. But he gave off like the atomic weight of like 73.9 or something like that. And
Yeah. What's the actual thing he brought him?
a geranium.
Which is?
A plant.
Okay, thank you. We all learned something today.
Yep.
You guys are welcome.
Yeah.
So Cory is just making sure he didn't die. He went there to thank Mr. Feeny for being his teacher.
Yeah. Feeny is actually surprised to see him.
While he still has the chance.
Yeah.
Because as we didn't cover, of course, 'cause we're just
All over the place.
slapdashery today.
Yeah.
Alan had told Cory a story about how he had a teacher, didn't like her, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then he realized that he actually needed the things that they were trying to force into his fucking head.
Yeah.
And then once he realized that, he didn't have the chance to thank them.
Right, because they had already gone on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I don't remember much of anything from elementary, high school,
Elementary or high school?
like through high
Remember
school.
anything in middle school?
No.
Remember anything
Like
from college?
Learning anything. Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you think that's just because it's more recent?
It could be more recent. It also could be that I'm biased and maybe I'm being a little bit of, a prick and saying I don't remember anything because I just didn't like all that school. But
I remember one thing.
what?
Alliteration.
Alliteration.
That's it.
Good job.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I liked English. It might not come through as you hear me speak, but...
Oh, I'm sure it comes through way...
Or if you read my notes.
I'm sure it comes through much easier for you than it does for me on this, because I think we've discussed that in another episode. Our favorite topic in school was English.
Mm-hmm. Yours was as well?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Paying off.
Yeah. No, I didn't, but thank you.
Yeah. So they have a little moment here with Nurse Jill comes in. The note says the pretty Nurse Jill.
Pretty. I think that's for the older generation watching this.
Mm. So you're not into her?
I mean, I guess if I was on dialysis, I would be.
All right, so if you're Mr. Feeny,
It should be okay.
you're digging it, right?
Yeah, I'd probably be peeping on Amy, though. Just saying.
Why do you think he's always in the yard?
Oh, God, what a perverted laugh. Did you hear that?
Oh, wow. So, yeah, they kind of share a moment, and Cory even acknowledges that, like, did we just have a guy moment or something?
Yeah, like, she's nice. Really nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And anything else from this hospital scene really stick out for you?
It seems like they bonded some more in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cory wants him around to teach him things he's going to need later on.
Yeah.
And Cory, before he leaves, because, the mean head nurse is coming, and he's like, thank you. Feeny's like, why? I don't know yet.
Mm.
But thanks.
That was really sweet.
Yeah.
I liked it. Almost got a little teary-eyed. So then we see that Mr. Feeny is out of the hospital now,
Mm-hmm.
and we're in the backyard, the side yard, or wherever the hell their yards are.
Right.
And Mr. Feeny's going to plant this plant.
The geranium.
Yeah. And we're going to use it as a metaphor for Cory's growth. Because the show is fucking smart like that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So all you kids that haven't seen it, check it out. I don't know why you're listening to this.
Yeah, you just need to pretend like it's 1993, throw in your VHS of Boy Meets World, and watch it.
Did it come on VHS? That'd be pretty cool.
I'm sure it did at
Maybe
one
if
point.
you taped it, TGIF lineup or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm thinking of putting out some episodes on VHS.
Are you?
It's probably illegal, but I want to try to get away with it.
For some reason, I was thinking of the podcast. I was like, how are you going to do that? They're just going to put in the VHS and then you just listen to
Well,
it.
we should recreate the episodes.
Oh my god. And just do them badly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Well, actually, I was thinking about putting at least 3 episodes in particular on VHS and creating some pretty cool looking covers for them. They're all going to be the Halloween-esque episodes. Just give them like some cool retro horror looking covers.
I got you like a parody of like Evil Dead or Cabin Fever, Amityville, something like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Be pretty sweet, right?
I think it would.
And if you think it's sweet, let me know, and maybe I'll actually do it.
Patreon.
Then we go through the plant thing, Cory's metaphor for his growth. Then we got an end credit scene.
Yep.
With Topanga, Minkus, Cory, and Sean.
They're trying to use their mind to light a light bulb.
Yeah, they're trying to do a psychic experiment here. If they focus their psychic energy and try to make it glow without electricity. Cory and Sean, what do you think they think of this?
I don't think much of it.
I think it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Start making jokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Minkus comes to Topanga's defense, declaring what? Who the fuck wrote this note? This is awful.
Write it. Don't write it. Read it to me.
Okay, it says, the only their selfish minds care about. I think we're missing a word, as in thing, I believe. The only their selfish minds care about is seeing something they really want to see happen.
Yeah.
Cory and Sean then look at each other and focus really hard, causing Minkus to vanish into thin air.
Yep. Blips out.
While they kind of pat themselves on the back about this, Topanga's confused because she was only looking at the light bulb, which didn't light.
Hold up. Does Minkus come back in season 2?
We do not see Minkus again until the season 5 finale entitled Graduation, and as the last until Girl Meets World comes around.
Oh my god. That's an amazing write-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally disappears.
Yeah, blips out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Told you, it's a fucking smart show, man.
Hold up. What if we get to meet the writer of season 1, and I bring this theory that, the Matthews are just a bunch of devils in a house.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that's exactly what we were going for. And you were the first person to discover this.
Yeah. I don't know who all the main writers were for season 1. I'm sure we can easily look that up.
Yeah,
I'll
probably.
have to track them down, get them on the show.
Yeah.
We should have somebody as a guest on the show. We should have multiple guests, probably.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys would like to see or hear a guest on this show, you should just annoy all of them on Twitter.
Oh my. Somebody's starting something.
And let's see if we can make this happen.
Ugh.
Who do you think should be on here to cover season 1 with us? Whoever that is. Yeah, let's just bug them on Twitter, see what happens, right?
This is not going to end well.
Eh. It can't end any worse than it is now.
Huh?
Alright, so that was season 1, episode 22, the finale, entitled I Dream of Feeny. And here's where we talk about some maybe stray notes that we had about the episode. Do you have any more? Or did we cover them all?
Let me look at this real quick. Longing for subs, substitute teachers, careful what you wish for, knowledge of voodoo, half devil, Cory would love a Beowulf,
Well, speaking of the wish, did you wish for something that happened and turned out horribly wrong?
Anytime I have went to a job for more money, it never works out. Never, ever works out.
Can you give me a quick example?
Yeah, I left when I was a security guard, left an easy job to go work in a warehouse for order selection because it was like $6 more than what I was making. And like I almost got seriously hurt the 3 days I worked there, like every day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like my first day there, I got thrown off the fork truck by the guy driving it. Like every time we got on it, I would get thrown off because he would go around a corner too fast. I wasn't supposed to be riding it anyways. Like the guy over that area would like see me riding it with him, laugh like, "Ha, don't do that. We'll get in trouble for that." And I just let him do it anyways. And the second and third days, like, they would want you to pack these boxes up on top of this pallet to like 8 feet tall, which is fine if you're 6'3". And some of these boxes are like 50 pounds, and they want you to just somehow throw them up there.
Chuck it up there,
but
no
you
problem.
can't throw them up there like any certain way. You have to get them up there just right, otherwise it'll cause the whole stack to come down.
Oh no.
Like Jenga or something. And it's in a freezer, and stuff starts to freeze over, like the floor would freeze over and be super slick.
Oh my gosh.
So you would go to pick up like this 80-pound box of frozen fish and slip and slide while you're doing it. And it's like I pulled a hamstring.
Which I would like to watch you do this for a day.
Yeah.
But
And somebody actually did like legit hurt their leg and wanted to go home, and they laughed at him.
well, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
My God.
And I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here because like I'm gonna get hurt. And
Anything else?
huh?
Note-wise?
Note-wise, do you have a teacher that you liked or a teacher that you directly hated?
For like...
I feel like we've covered this, though. We don't have to cover this again.
I wish I could remember her name, but I do not. But she was pretty cool. She was the English teacher in high school. I liked her. Yeah.
English teacher in high school. Big one?
Big one?
Yeah, was she big?
No.
Like Jabba the Hutt?
No.
Play with her, like, neck fat or whatever?
Did she play with her own neck?
You don't remember her? Like, she would sit there and, like, the bottom button on her shirt would come out and you see, like, her belly.
Are you talking about the drama teacher?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, I'm talking about an English teacher.
Well, she taught English, too, kind of.
Did she?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure that was the class I learned about Beowulf in. Yeah.
I did have drama with her.
Yeah.
She wasn't a fan of me.
Yeah, she didn't like me either.
Did you ever play like what's it called? Like a kind of a charades kind of thing?
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
She asked me to come up there, and she would whisper to you what you're supposed to act like, and the class guesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go up there. She's like, "All right, pretend like you're a pirate." I'm like, all right. And I just go up there and I do the finger gimmick that looks like a hook. And I say, "Arr, I'm a pirate." And she's like, "No, you're not supposed to say what you are." I'm like, "Oh, my bad." She's like, "Okay, try this other one." She was like, "All right, pretend to be an old man." So I start hunching over and I'm like, "I'm so old." And she's like, "Sit down." Huge pop for the class though,
Yeah.
so it was worth it.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely covered this then. Like episode 8, I think we covered this. So.
Teacher's bet?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you switch roles with your teacher?
Huh? No.
Oh.
No.
I would have remembered that. Alright, well, sorry. Least favorite teacher, though, I don't know. Every other one of them.
Okay. Well, yeah. See, this is why I didn't really bring this up during the show, but we're still doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about to get confusing.
Still, as in you thought, this isn't going to last.
No. I meant like, as in this note I was going to save for, earlier in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, shit, we went over this because I think I told the story about the psychology teacher that was horrible with psychology and stuff.
Not ringing a bell for me, at least.
Okay. I'll go ahead and tell it again, even though I'm sure our devout fans will be like, I know exactly the story he's about to tell. But,
I know exactly the story he's about to tell.
We were in this class, and I mean, seriously, the most, like, thing, like, the only thing I remember from this class is watching Sybil. And have you ever seen Sybil?
What's a Sybil?
See, I lied earlier in the show. I was like, I don't remember anything from high school. I remember watching Sybil. It was like, I think Sally Field played like, I think it was Sally Field, but she played like a character that had like 30 different personalities or something like that.
Okay.
And that was the most psychological thing we had in class. The rest of it was just her reading off PowerPoints. Dozed off in between all of it. Someone asked her a question about like, hey, can you explain?
As in she dozed off.
She probably did too. I don't know.
I
was asleep. I don't know what she did. She sure as fuck.
I thought she's up there giving PowerPoints and dozing off halfway through.
She sure as shit wasn't teaching. I know that. She sucked at that job. They should have fired her. Fuck her. She's the reason why teachers don't have pensions in this state anymore, if you want my opinion.
Wow.
That's how bad she fucking sucked. But
I think they're getting them back, right?
Good. They should. Good teachers deserve pensions. Bad teachers deserve nothing.
Well said.
Thank you. Very profound. But somebody asked her, like, hey, you know...
I think even bad teachers deserve something, because they're at least... I don't know if they're trying, but they're there. Right?
They're up there with bad cops, in my eyes. Like, you're supposed to be this guiding light for, you know, developing minds, showing them the right way how to think for themselves.
This is a cop.
How to problem solve. Yeah, and then we'll get to teachers. But, you know, and you go in and you punch a clock and you don't put any effort into this.
Sounds like me at every gig I've ever had.
Yeah,
go on.
You're not in charge of, like, someone, like, developing someone's future. You know
not yet.
Well, not yet. Thank God. Not yet.
Well, I think I am with this show.
But,
how about that?
Do you see what I'm saying, though? Like, teachers... There's a lot of responsibility in being a teacher that I don't think people see. And I probably don't fully understand either because I'm not a teacher.
Well, every teacher I've had is probably what you're explaining, almost.
Yeah, it's just
like, hey, here's a book or whatever.
Yeah. Like, learn it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But, what was I saying? I got thrown off. Someone genuinely had a good question. Could have been a good learning opportunity. A good way to open up people's minds about different, like...
Do you recall the question?
Yes, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Do
you recall who asked it?
Yes.
Okay.
But, you know, it could have been a really good learning experience. Could have, you know, opened people's eyes to certain things. And just, you know, opened up narrow-mindedness, I think, if she answered it intelligently. Or even knew what the hell they were talking about in the first place. And she's a psychology teacher. But they were like, hey, can you explain to us the psychology behind, like, you know, S&M, bondage?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess because it was like a high school class or something, maybe she thought that we weren't old enough to understand it. But I'm leaning towards the fact she didn't know a whole lot about it herself.
S&M or psychology?
Yeah. S&M, well, both, really.
Okay.
She's like, those people are just weird. And disgust.
That doesn't sound like something that would be said in a school in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Right? I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I would assume the answer would be a little more eloquent than that.
I don't know. Maybe Boy Meets World has hindered my ability to look at real-world classrooms.
Did anybody kind of heckle this question? Because...
Yeah, some people giggle because they're immature.
Yeah, you say it could have been a learning opportunity or whatever, but also I question if the person was asking for a cheap pop.
They probably could have been. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for a reason to bitch about this teacher.
Yeah, you were just like really curious about S&M. S&M.
I want to know if it's okay because I've been fucking doing it the last 3 years. I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
I am kidding.
He's wearing
No, I am kidding. Those people are weird. I learned it in school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we got here?
I'm good.
We went over the devil today, voodoo, S&M. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Oh, and subs.
Yeah.
And DOMs.